How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Concrete Two Cities YouTube website, etc. I am Justin Copit. I am the founder, creator of Two Cities. Now, who we're here to serve with this specific program is concrete business owners. What we have for you today is pretty much to help you understand how you can pretty much pour more projects, right? So we help a lot of companies find, qualify, and schedule out more projects. And with that being said, I want to go over some techniques of how you can do, some of these things yourself. Now, if you want us to help you along the way, we can, and we'll kindly introduce, some of the programs that we have for you. So then that way you can fully understand what Concrete Two Cities is, how it can serve you, and how it can simply help you achieve your object of pouring more projects. Okay. So again, my name's Justin Copit, and let's begin. So it's very, very simple, guys. This is some of the easiest ways that you can break it down. So it's to clearly, if we start at the bottom of pouring more projects, we'll have to essentially get more leads, new homeowners, whether it be referrals, you're running ads online, cards in the mail, signs. And I think all of these things work well together. At the same time, once you get a new lead, you have to be able to properly nurture them and follow up with them and make sure that along their experience with you that they're having a pleasurable journey. See, our biggest thing is a pleasurable journey when working with us. And what I mean by that is, like, if I'm not clearly understanding your goals, you have to just make them more clear to myself or our team, because I've spoken to many of you and I'm yet to speak to others of you who are watching this now. So that way you can fully understand how we can help you here at Concrete Two Cities. So as we go more into this, you'll be able to take some of these things away and use them for yourself. So clearly, we're going to dive into how you can get more leads, find new homeowners. So then that way you can get to your end goal of essentially pouring more projects. So here are some great ways to go out there and get yourself, for your company, more leads, new homeowners. So obviously referrals are great. You do a great job. People will begin sharing your company info. And it's why we here at Two Cities get many, many referrals. A lot of you, come in and then you refer. And our biggest thing is, like, we desire you to get results. So if you don't make a massive amount of money, it doesn't make sense for us to continue to do business with you. And at the same time, it's why you essentially send us referrals, because you got results. And that's essentially what we're after. And obviously you can buy shared leads. There's many places out there, Angie's List, Home Advisor, stuff along those lines, a website, SEO. So this is no paid advertising yet. It's just a place where essentially these people can come, they can put in their information and request a quote from you. So I highly would recommend setting one of those up. These are all things that we do, which, again, this is for your benefit to be able to go out there and do it for yourself. Obviously, then you can move into the paid media side, which is, Facebook, Instagram ads. There are a lot of customers that we serve that benefit greatly from these things. Obviously, there are TikTok ads that is becoming more, prominent. Google search, as you get your website SEO and begin to rank up top, um, you'll begin to, populate more sorts towards the top. So like with us, with Concrete Two Cities, it's why we pop up. That's our Google search term, for example. Then from there, you have Google Guaranteed, where I understand with Google Guaranteed, they'll be able to essentially guarantee that these people call you, good quality leads, organic posting, as we move into that part of it, which is, something that we offer, $7, shows you how to organically post. And as you can continuously post, I mean, people are going to begin to follow you, they're going to begin to know you, they're going to begin to understand who you are, reach out to you, etc. It's just a longer term plan. So however long you plan to be in this game, I mean, some people plan to be in this game just a short period of time, and some plan to be in it for, outside of the screen in terms of a timeline. And then from there, there are general contractors that clearly you can partner with. and then from there getting your own commercial accounts as people grow into full-time commercial corporation companies. Now, this is mainly for the residential stuff, just so then that way, again, I understand as you grow, you have to shoot for new things, which, I mean, if you're getting commercial accounts, you may be able to do, in one job what you did all last season, right? So then from there, I mean, we really want to dive into the nurturing process. After these people become leads for you, like, how are you following up with them is a big thing. What are you doing? What are you not doing? These are all great questions that you should begin asking yourself so you can understand with it. By asking the right questions, you can begin to create a reputable process where you can just repeat it over and over and over and over, and it continuously produces a very similar result. And clearly, what that result that you're after is pouring more projects. So the more repetitions that you can get in from the leads, the more you can clearly dial it in. Think of you learning how to shoot a bow and arrow, right? The better you get, the more precise you can use and hit that arrow on a specific area of a target. Why you can see guys who will split an arrow because their pattern is so dialed in that they can literally split an arrow by shooting, in the same exact spot over and over and over. And then obviously, from there, I mean, when you can have a repeatable process, things that help you get there is, email, text message, call, follow up sequences, along with a pipeline to track each and every lead. So it's like if you plan to be in this business for only 2 months, like a pipeline doesn't serve you. Yet if you plan to be here for years on end, I mean, this pipeline is something that you should have in place. And why that is many people, if they prefer to be using a pen and paper, that stuff gets lost. You should have it online somewhere where all of this data can be used for you and your team, so then that way you can know exactly where a new client is, from brand new lead to estimate scheduled to quote sent to down deposit pending to agreement signed to you know beginning the project, finish the project, asking for referrals. And then from there, I mean, just knowing your pricing. Many people have no idea how to quote a job that we have spoken to, which is why we would recommend, before even jumping on a call with us, that you understand how pricing works in area. That means calling the concrete companies. Whether you're buying wood for your forms or you plan to just buy steel forms that you can repeatedly use over and over, fuel cost, insurance, etc. Kind of calculate all of those things, and then a system designed for quoting, right? So clearly you understand, some of you might charge by the yard, others by the square foot, which either way, however you prefer to go about it, whatever is going to work for you, just dial in that process. So it's like you can roughly give that person a ballpark price range, quote, when at their property, to speed up, what they can somewhat expect, and then dial in the details before maybe even going out to the property or while you're at the property. Just kind of giving them a rough idea of what it's going to cost based on the square footage and the square foot price that you believe is valuable, which is why we have our quoting system starting at $97 that you can go check out. And then from there, I mean, just being detached along the sales process, the nurturing process, that you can help them, yet it's ultimately up to you to decide whether you jump in now or don't jump in right now and work with us and begin moving forward with us. So then that way, again, you can feel confident and know that as you provide a good service, that your systems, your processes, from the lead generation to the follow up to beginning the project, is all dial in. And you can dial that in with confidence, knowing that, again, it's repeatable, it's scalable, it's trustworthyable when it comes to being there. So clearly, many of you probably would not be able to guess this, yet these images are made and created by AI, which is how far our technology is coming. And why I'm bringing this up was we see many people who are stuck in the old ages of doing things, which is fine, yet many of you are looking to grow And as you look to grow, you have to take old things and toss them out and be open to new ideas. So then that way you can be ahead of the curve. Just because, think about it, there are many people that will never jump online. How you found us is more than likely online. And how people in your position are getting ahead is by utilizing things that are online. Now, with that being said, we'll just continue on with, some of these ways that you can continuously grow. So obviously, when we get to Poured Project, this is your field of expertise. This is why you guys are here, because you guys are really good at pouring projects. And by utilizing ways to generate more leads, dialing in the sales and nurturing process, you can be essentially sitting on a lifetime of business, essentially in referrals alone. Think if you do a really good job and people really love the way that it turns out, they know many family members, many neighbors who are also essentially going to be looking for this, whether it's now or sometime in the future. They want a reputable source, which is where, with these customers, not only are they giving you referrals, they're giving you social proof, better and more reviews, especially as you continuously do a great job, allowing you to then create better content, which allows you to post more social proof. Also adding in signs, brochures, flyers around the neighborhood. Think of how easy it would be to send one of your workers up and down the streets, especially when the other men are working on cleanup / saw cutting. And moving on to the next project, along with putting a sign in the yard of the place that you just redid their driveway for example, and then repeat the process, tying this all in together, right? So that is where we come. I mean, obviously, you get more poured projects, you get more leads, you get more homeowners referencing you. You run more ads, more people see you. The more people then begin to go through your nurturing and sales process, which is why many concrete companies join our Concrete Two Cities tribe. Like, we have a tribe of individuals. We have a great Facebook group where I would recommend many of you start. And this month alone, which is May, over the last 30 days, it is currently May 29th, we generated, on average, for our accounts that we manage, 41 leads this month. Some are just beginning, some are well seasoned, and others are along their way. Now, jumping in, these individuals will continuously compound as time goes on. And why I say compound is, think about it, if you're reaching 10 to 20,000 people a month on a smaller side, and your city has a quarter, 500,000, think of how fast you can reach every one of them. And then from there, you have to understand that repetition is how the brain works. You found us by repeatedly seeing us over and over and over. That's how you either landed up here on our website, one of our ads, etc. And here are other reasons why many concrete companies join our tribe. All done for you. And you call and begin nurturing. Now, these are many of our starter programs. We have done for you nurturing as well. And we also have done for you follow up, which is where many people will start with something small and then upgrade along the way, buying in more belief time and time again, allowing them to see the fruits that they are bearing. A few more reasons why people are joining our tribe is we have it where we can help you just show up, quote the project, and pour the job. Where if you had a good qualified individual that was serious about getting their project done, You go and you have a good process in place. You meet with them, you understand their needs, and know that you can do the job, and they really have a pleasurable experience when working and speaking to you. Then they obviously move forward with you, and then you begin pouring the job. And from there, I mean, I would also ask you, how long do you plan to be here? Is it a short period of time or is it a long period of time? Just because it's why we have many different levels which can help you along the way. Now, more reasons why concrete companies join our tribe is, again, we have things that go from $7 up to 5+ figures. Now, with this being said, in this moment of time, I'll be able to walk you through our entry level programs, which I already mentioned a few, our unlimited or 1, 2, 3 month of light. And then we also have our ultimate platinum and gold packages that I'll be able to share more on another time. It's more for those who are very much so established and really begin to thrive in our smaller programs, because it just doesn't make sense if you can't start with our smaller programs, excel massively at them, and then jump into our bigger programs and win even more. If you can't do that at a smaller level, how do you expect to do that at a larger level? And with that, that's why we would recommend to begin with, some of these programs, which are our 5 lead program is very entry level. Like I said, it's mainly for those who are doing less than 5,000 a month in terms of revenue, profits, etc. Like I said, it will generate a simple scheduled phone call. It includes our organic lead training, which is also $7, and then it's very easy for you to upgrade into our 1, 2, 3 month of light, which I'll be able to go into more into a second. Again, a simple scheduled phone call where they schedule a time to speak to you about maybe having a driveway patio or something along those lines on the smaller end to be poor. Now, where many people will upgrade is our 1, 2, 3 month of light or our unlimited program, which is unlimited leads, scheduled phone appointments, begins booking automatically in-person appointments, a pipeline to stay on track of new project, in-person estimate, booked. From there, following up with them to agreement sent, agreement signed, finished project, asking for referrals, and allows one to really much so stay consistent with things along those lines. And then we get to our unlimited program, which includes all of these things: systems to pour more, done for you follow up, done for you booking, more square footage size projects is what we end up going after. We have the ability to find you laborers, operators, and finishers. We take on Google, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and a website to really allow yourself to be omnipresent. I mean, some people, they scale so much that maybe they don't get to all of these, which is why it's just more of a time commitment, because the more time you can commit to getting your results, I do believe the more results that one can experience. And then tying in, cards, referrals, signs, etc., which is why we really like to make this one just one exclusive area. It's more exclusive. It is a higher price point, do not get me wrong. Yet again, if one's looking to take over and dominate their area, it is what we highly recommend and is why we have the results that we have. Now, these results are vary again on the individual, just because think about it. If I gave you 10 leads and I gave another 10 leads, and your sales process is not dial in, or if it's dial in, for example, you may close more, you may close less than the other individual that got the same exact scheduled phone appointments, leads, in-person appointments. Which is why we do believe it is very important to dial in all of these things, even on your own outside of us. And if you're ready to jump in and allow us to take this over for you, now all you have to do is hit us up, message us, You'll see us online. Our team has probably been in contact with you. And before, whether you decide to jump in with us now or don't decide to jump in with us right now, I just want you to take a screenshot. Check this out. So clearly it's very simple of how you can get more poured projects. And these are things that you can easily figure out on your own. Why people partner with us is we just get them there a lot faster. Just because the blueprint has been in works for many years now and continues to get better each and every client, customer, and tribe member that jumps in with us. So think about it. Poured project, where does it start? Just consistent leads. Then from consistent leads, having a nurturing system. The nurturing system then leads you and allows you to get more agreements signed, line up more dates on the calendar for start times for projects to begin, demo and repour. And then clearly from there, once the calendar date arrives, you can begin collecting that down deposit, whether you do it at the start or collect it all at the end or collect some along the way, completely up to you. I think there's definitely different ways to go about it, which then leads and allows you to get more projects poured. So, kind of to wrap it all up, if you want to work with us and check out our website, feel free to scan this. Otherwise, you might already be on our website now, and when you scan it, there will be schedule your qualifying call, which is great. Our team would love to know kind of where you're at, what you qualify for from our perspective to help get you to your end desired result. And then again, just keep in mind how these all link together and essentially loop around in rotation. The more leads, the better nurturing, agreement signed, calendar date, for the start time. And then from there, as you go, you start the project. I would suggest getting a deposit, which is what we do on all of our programs, just because we want to know that you're in. You're full of commitment. You are in alignment with our mission, just because our mission is going to be more and more out in the open as we continue to go. So, with that being said, my friends, we will continuously create these videos for you to be able to get value for yourself moving forward. Now, with all of this being said, if you have questions, that's great. That's what these videos are for. So go binge watch all of our content. Follow us on social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, LinkedIn. Any of those areas, please connect with us. And with that, if you're on our website and you scan this, feel free to schedule your qualifying call just to figure out which program you're going to qualify best for. Speak to our incredible, amazing, and wonderful team. And then from there, jump in with us. Now, greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, my friends, we will see you on the next video. Peace.